Hey guys, this is the first video I'm making in my food storage series of videos. Today we're going to start with peas. Up in the top left here we have canned peas, frozen peas, split peas, and I like to call them cow peas, but they're basically the peas that you'll find at any local feed store. Typically they're fed to dairy cows to increase the milk production. When people are typically storing peas or buying them at the grocery store, or if you believe in economic collapse, you're buying them as a preparation for the future, you typically go with canned peas. That's the most common thing I've seen in videos, and there's a couple reasons for that, but the goal of my video today is to kind of persuade you to go a certain way and to get the best bang for your buck. But in the end of the day, you're going to do what works best for you, so these are all just suggestions. I'm just sharing what's worked best for me and what's stretched my dollar the furthest. First of all, the canned peas. I've tried my best to do everything in pound increments for all my estimations and prices, but unfortunately canned peas now are only sold, at least the ones I've found, in 15-ounce cans. What I'm going to explain to you today is how much you actually get when you pay for that. When you actually go to the grocery store and buy a can of peas, it says 15 ounces. You're not actually getting 15 ounces. About 33% of that weight that they measure is just in water, the water it's packed in. So in essence, you're only getting 66% of that 15 ounces, which is roughly about 9 ounces, 9.2 ounces. So you're not even getting a full pound for the money you're paying. That juice, or that pea juice that's left over, that accounts for 33%, I added it up. If you were going to buy that pea juice in a gallon, it would cost $7.80 a gallon to buy. That's how much you're spending if you pay $1 for a can of peas on just the pea juice alone that most of us just put down the drain. The frozen peas are the next one. They're my favorite, like I mentioned, but they're also a little bit more expensive than the norm. Also, if you believe in a grid down situation, or you want to prepare for some time where maybe it's an outage, you have a thunderstorm or a hurricane, frozen peas aren't the best option because you need a refrigerator and they'll defrost. If you have like a weak power outage because of a hurricane, they'll defrost and possibly go bad. In my opinion, they taste the best out of all the options in front of you because they are sweet peas, but you know, there are certain disadvantages to having them. Also, they're about $1 a pound, but that's they're hydrated, so it means they come with the water content intact. So inherently, you are paying a little bit of money for the moisture content in the peas themselves. Next, we have the split peas. You can pretty much find split peas anywhere you find the other two. They're really common in soups. Typically, I had never seen split peas that didn't come dried, but you might have some in your area. I don't. Those are a really good option. I got a 1-pound bag of those for $1, and then the organic ones, the cow peas on the side, I got a 50-pound bag for $25. So about 50 cents a pound if you break it down. Out of all these options, I like the cow peas the best, and I'll go ahead and explain why. The canned peas, like I said, you pay for 15 ounces, you only actually get 9. They're hydrated, so a good percentage of them is a moisture content. And on top of that, they only contain about 3% protein if you add up all the protein per serving. That's not a whole lot, especially since they've been pre-cooked. Most of the nutrient levels have gone down significantly. 3% protein for a legume which is what the pea family is not a good percentage. Peas are actually in the same family as soybeans. That's why they're so high in protein content. If you look at the frozen peas taste significantly better, but they have the storage issue, and they're about 5.5% protein. So even though they are a good alternative, at the end of the day, they're only 5% protein per serving. Once you start getting down to the dried peas and the dried cow peas, both of those are 25% protein by weight. Because they've been dehydrated, pretty much all the nutrients, all the fiber, and all the protein has been condensed into one small little package. So when you buy those, you're buying the complete package. You're not paying extra for moisture content. You're not paying extra for being packed in water. You're getting the full nutritional value for the money that you're spending. And if you want to rehydrate them, you can do it with your water for free at home. Like I said, $7.80 a gallon for the pea juice that you're paying there. Not to mention the added weight. A lot of food pantry shelves have weight limits. Canned goods are especially heavy. You're spending all that weight weighing your stuff down, and on top of that, you have a can to get rid of at the end. You know, and cans rarely get recycled anyways, and they typically end up in a landfill, or if there is no landfill, if you believe in economic collapse, you know, they're just going to create a garbage problem for you. So, why do so many people buy canned peas if this is the case? Well, canned peas are incredibly convenient. They're pre-cooked, and you can just open the can, and it's all said and over. You can eat it. You don't even have to heat it up. Same thing with frozen peas. I actually like to eat frozen peas cold. Just I'm kind of weird that way, but I think they taste good. The downside to the dried peas is that you do have to prepare them. You can grind them up and use them kind of as a topping. That is an option. But most people are going to cook them. That's just the way it's going to be because they taste best put in a soup. At the end of the day, what I'd go with is, like I said, is the cow peas. You can get them for 50 cents a pound, and it's 25% protein. That's a ridiculous deal. I'm currently working on getting as much as I can of those. I also like the split peas. I think, you know, the split peas do taste a little bit better. I don't know, maybe because they're specifically bred as a soup pea. Maybe they use a specific variety. I don't know. They do taste a little bit better. But, you know, if you can get half price something that's nutritionally just as good, I typically go with that. So in conclusion, hopefully I've swayed you guys. If you are typically buying the canned beans or the frozen peas, maybe you'll go with the either. If you don't have a lot of money, if you have trouble saving up, $25 isn't a whole lot of money, but I do understand some people have trouble getting that together, especially people that live paycheck to paycheck. You might want to consider just getting the split peas. I got those, like I said, for $1 a bag. $1 a bag will add up really fast every time you go to the grocery store, and before you know it, you'll have a significant amount of protein packed away in your food pantry. If you do have the money, save up to $25, buy a bag of the cow peas, put them away, and you'll have a nutritional powerhouse stacked away for later if you need it. That's pretty much the conclusion of this video. If you guys have any more questions, I've done pretty much all the math. If you have any mathematical questions, questions in nutritional value, anything like that, just go ahead and leave a comment below, down there, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Catch you later.